Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today I'm going to test out a concealer. Well, actually I have been testing it out for quite a few days, about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it is the Born This Way concealer. I've seen several people talk about it on YouTube, and in fact I'm going to link a video that Nisha Sugar Puff and Fluff did a couple of days ago where she talked about it and tried it out, and she really liked it. I have not had such good luck, and here's the problem that I have had with it. It smears on me, and in the summertime here, it is hot, it is humid, makeup tends to melt on me, and so for it to not work already in the wintertime when it's cold and I'm not sweating or my skin isn't particularly oily, in fact it's a little on the dry side right now, and it's still smearing, then I know it's going to be a problem concealer to have. What I have done to test it out today, and just to kind of show you, on this eye I put the Born This Way, and then on this side I put my Maybelline Age Rewind that I just love and always wear. So I have one on each side. So it's very easy to apply, it blends nicely, and I think it looks really nice. It doesn't settle into my lines too much, and it just looks like a real nice concealer. And so I just was real hopeful, had real high hopes for it. So what I'm going to do is test it out today and come back periodically, or if I'm out and about, I've got several things I've got to do. If I'm out and about, I will show you with my camera. But what I used, just something that I have used a whole lot, I used the Maybelline Needs palette. I used a little bit of, mixed in with it underneath, I used a little bit of the smoldering, let's see, the L'Oreal Smoldering Eyeliner. Used a little bit of that underneath and smeared it with some eyeshadow. I used my paint pot like I always do as my primer, and I take a little brush and I put it underneath both of my eyes to really help it to stay underneath there, help my eyeshadow and my eyeliner to stay. And I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Burgundy that I'm using up, and I've been using it for a while, so that's nothing new. And with the Maybelline, it has always done just fine. So I'm going to test it under those conditions, just normal makeup that I would wear. Now, I don't set my under eyes with any kind of setting powder, but that works just fine for the Maybelline. It does not need it. So I wouldn't want to pay extra money and have this concealer to wear and still have to do an extra step. So I will see how it does under the conditions of not using the setting powder, just the primer and the concealer. So we shall see. That's a long explanation. So we shall see how it does, and I'll check back in later. Okay, it has been 4.5 hours, almost 4.5 hours, and I just don't see any reason. Let me turn this back on. I don't see any reason to test it anymore, because to me, and I hope this shows up, after 4.5 hours, the Maybelline side, it has faded underneath there because my skin kind of absorbs things. I've got sort of oily skin underneath there, and but it's dry now, because it's wintertime and all the heat. And this eye over here has smeared. The mascara that I've got the same on both eyes with this cheap concealer on, this concealer, the expensive Born This Way, has smeared, made my eyelashes, my bottom eyelashes smear. So here's a real close-up. You can see how much it has smeared after just a little over 4 hours, right underneath here. And that just, for the price, it shouldn't be doing that. And I always put mascara under my bottom eyelashes, so this is nothing new, and I put primer underneath there too. So to me, this is just a big fail, especially for the money. The cost comparison, I'm going to look up and do the cost comparison here. So, they both go on. It went on well, and they both go on well, and they both wear on me nicely. I mean, neither one of them shows up my lines and wrinkles too much, and or settles too much in my lines and wrinkles. But another thing that I really look for is how well something smudges or has things that are up close to it, like my eyelashes or my eyeshadow underneath my eyelashes or my eyeliner underneath my eyelashes, how well it keeps it from smudging down there. And to me, this Born This Way, it doesn't help the smudging worth a flip. So I cannot recommend it, and I'm very disappointed because it was expensive. And I guess what I'll do is, maybe it'll make a good, that's too light, I was gonna say maybe it'll make a good foundation, but it's really too light for that because I got the color Almond. So I'll see if maybe Kristen, my friend Cruel, no, because it's got the doe foot, so I can't really give it to anybody. So I'll see if I can mix it with a darker foundation or something. But yeah, I'm not happy with this, and it has done this way. And on the warmer days that we've had, it was even worse. It looked like somebody had taken their fist and punched me in the eye. That's how bad it was. So that is my review for the Born This Way Concealer, Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Not a fan at all. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We maybe get some snow tonight, so fingers crossed and everything else crossed. And I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.